to another episode of Inside Athletics. I'm your host and sports information director, Jordy Matthews. Today's special guest is our head men's basketball coach, Ansar Al-Ameen. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm amazing. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Now, Coach, tell me a little bit about yourself.
From the Bay Area originally. I grew up loving basketball, loving sports, loving football, and playing all my life. I was average player, pretty good,
Average,
pretty good defensive player,
okay.
but I was built to coach.
You notice that a lot with coaches. A lot of times you see coaches, you might be like, they don't look like they play ball. No. But sometimes you understand the mental more.
We spend more time studying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a coach, you when you're not very good, you're trying to figure out what makes this person so good. So you spend more time actually studying than you do.
Drop that knowledge, Coach. Drop that knowledge. So, how long have you been coaching, like just in general, and how long have you been here?
Well, I've been here. This will be my second season coming up. I've been coaching since I was about 17. I started coaching. I started coaching the rec centers, and then I started coaching in college when I got to college at Fresno State and University of Missouri, and I coached in the SWAC at Texas Southern and Prairie View. So I've been coaching for quite some time.
Awesome. So why Florida Memorial?
I had a conversation with Isaiah Thomas, and with it being a HBCU, and we dove into the history of HBCUs. And the last HBCU to win an NAIA national championship was Texas Southern, a place that I was in 1977. And Isaiah knew that I loved John B. McClendon and historic coaches. And it was just an opportunity to do something special and in an amazing city. So, you know, it was a good fit.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to dive a little deep here. It might hurt your heart a little bit, but last season, I know it was your first season here. You know, it was a transition for you as well as the players. Definitely. But you know, you guys won 5 games.
Yes.
That was definitely a struggle. What was the learning curve behind all that?
I think I learned a lot because before I came here last season, I was in Los Angeles and I was working with pros. So the people that I was dealing with was all at extremely high level. So when I got here, it was putting me back into the development world with players.
Gotcha.
So I had an opportunity to see, okay, where are the players now? Where do they need to go? You know, I had to build relationships with the kids. So I learned a great deal about the kids, about myself, and about, you know what I mean, just coaching at this level.
Now, that says a lot about just coaching in general, because if you are the coach who kind of just has players that are already up there in level, like what exactly can you say that you taught them in a sense? So like when you have players that are not as developed or a little underdeveloped and you kind of get them to that next level, then you know you feel more accomplished as a coach in a sense.
Definitely, that's definitely true. I think when you're dealing with players at this level, you gotta, as you say, you gotta dive deep because it takes more to get them.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of times it's just belief. The belief system is more of what the issue is. It's not can they do it, because you can see them. They'll have the same skill set. They'll have the same talents as a player who's at this level. But it's the belief that they can do it is the difference to me. And that was what we struggled with, just the interpersonal belief in what you can and cannot do.
All right. Well, new season's coming about. You know, a lot of changes happening in athletics in the next year or so.
Yes.
It's a new day, as we've been saying. So
Yes.
it's a new day for you as well.
Yes.
What do you see going forward for your team?
Well, I definitely think that we'll win the conference. I mean, with the players with the players that we have coming in, it won't be an excuse on why we don't. Like the kids that we have coming, all of them. Like the one thing about me in recruiting, you know, I like to recruit kids who come from championship situations. You know, they were either in the championship game, they won the championship game, or they were fighting for the championship game. We have like 5 kids that are coming from those scenarios. We have 2 kids that are coming from Division I. So we have a
So it's like if they already have that mindset of winning, losing is not an option to them.
It's not an option.
I see where that's going.
You know, because if you could be a great player, but you're on a team that comes from losing, and it comes a moment where it's either fight or flight. You
Gotcha.
know? And when you're accustomed to losing, okay, well, I'm gonna lay down and let it happen versus, yeah, this is not necessarily what I do. So I'm going to fight to make sure that we get over the hump, or I'm gonna die trying.
All right then. Before we get out of here, just like let me know of any advice you would give to a collegiate player wanting to come play ball here at the college level, or if you have a quote that you live by, let us know the meeting.
I have both. The first thing for any player that's looking to play in college in general, if it's NAIA, Division I, Division II, Division III, whatever it is, the one thing you got to do is when you come in, just know that everything starts over, and it all starts from understanding the defensive end. You know what I mean? The hardest thing to translate over is kids understanding defense at the college level.
Yes.
So that would be first, and the second thing is there's a video of Will Smith mindset, and he said if he gets on a treadmill, one of two things is going to happen. He said either you're going to get off or he's going to die. And that's my favorite.
It's a little deep.
That's my favorite quote. You know what I mean? Because it's just about life. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? It's you and this person you're competing. How far are you willing to go? How hard are you willing to work?
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you so much, Coach.
Yes, ma'am.
This was definitely an eye-opener. We're looking forward to see what you guys have coming this upcoming season.
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
you guys heard it here. He said conference champions.
Easy.
That's the goal. You should
Yeah.
always set your goals high, so that's what we're
will.
aiming for. So thank you again for coming. This is another great episode of Inside Athletics and Meet the Staff. Once again, Coach Ansar Al-Ameen here, men's basketball. And until next time, see you guys.